Hey everyone, it's Patrick from Mercedes-Benz Burlington, and today I bring you the all-new SL55. I know what you might be thinking. Isn't the SL a 63? Well, we have a 55. Let me show you what's different about it. Everyone wants to know, what is the major difference between the SL55 and the SL63? To the naked eye, not too much. And to be honest, I'm going to give you my full feedback on both, but the SL55, it holds its own. It comes in at 469 horsepower and 516 torque. So numbers are about 100 or so off of the numbers from the 63, but the spec is the same. You can get the same beautiful colors, you can get the same different specs, the size of the car is the same, and it's still a V8, which all of our AMG enthusiasts are looking for. Let's take a closer look. When it comes to AMG, a lot of people are sensitive when it comes to the engine. The main thing is with a 43 or a 53, a lot of them aren't hand built, and people say, oh, those aren't real AMGs. When people are talking about a real AMG, normally it has to be a 63. However, to me, the 55 fits into that category because it's still a hand-built engine. When you look very closely, you can still see the plaque, made in Germany by Mercedes-AMG, and it's still a V8, so it's still that V8 throaty bi-turbo engine that AMG is known for. Let's take a closer look at some of the appointments. We've got similar appointments when it comes to the white, the beautiful new opalite white metallic that you're seeing in front of you here. It also comes in the hyper blue, selenite gray. It comes in a sun yellow, which I haven't seen in person yet as well, so that'll be really cool to see. You've got the nice AMG crest on the front and the prominent star with your 360-degree camera on the front as well. When you come across on the side, you still get an upgraded headlight option, and this one has the multi-spoke chrome wheels, which I haven't seen because a lot of the white and black SL specs for the 63 were an all black rim. It looks really sharp with the chrome because you have chrome accents and black accents all throughout the car, so you can really go with either appointment. Okay, I keep saying let's take a closer look, but that's because literally without the SL55 decal on the back, it's very tough to tell the difference between the 63 and the 55. When you come across the back, really aggressive back, the same as the SL63, beautiful lights that actually go all the way across and around the side. You've got your automatic wing, so this actually is a retractable wing. It goes all the way flush flat and can come all the way up. You can physically put that on manually with the button, or as you drive, it'll come up once you go over a specific speed on the highway. You'll notice it's actually an active wing, so it'll adjust on its own. Super neat to see when you're driving behind the SL. SL55 to me is huge value. Let's take this thing on the road. One of the main reasons that we all buy these beautiful cars with big engines is the sound, and people want to know, does the 55 sound like the 63? To me, there's nothing lacking from that sound. When I put this into Sport Plus, that's all you need. You can never predict Canadian weather. It was rainy when we started. I was nervous I wouldn't be able to get the roof down, and now it's almost too sunny. So we had to take this out on the road because we need to know, is it actually a difference in performance from the 63 to the 55? So far, as you may have guessed, I'm team 55, just because I feel like a lot of clients don't need that extra oomph, that extra 100 horsepower or so, and I think it's more usable power. Still a V8, and again, that comes at a savings. So do I want to save $40,000 off the MSRP for a similar car? The answer is going to be yes, 100% of the time. I'm impressed with the sound of the startup, because the sound of the startup is about the same in terms of the noise it makes, but it is a V8, so you'd assume that it'd be a similar sound. Let's turn this way and see what we got. Oof, yeah. Hopefully it's not too windy for the mic. I'm gonna put this into Sport Plus. Let's go into manual transmission, and let's keep the wing up, of course. Woo! Wow, that's impressive. Ooh! I love the noises that this car makes. It's an amazing drive. I'm gonna say that it actually does, I have to admit, it does feel a little bit slower than the 63. When I put my foot down in the 63, I almost lose the back end of the car, even though it's in the 4MATIC Plus drive system. When I'm in Sport Plus or in race mode, I do feel a little bit more of a squiggle when I'm accelerating. On this one, I don't feel that. I'm going to go into race mode for a second. Okay, you get it there. So in race mode, this feels like a 63. Oh, we love a bridge. We love a bridge. Woo! Oh, this car is great. Mercedes-AMG don't build a bad car. Honestly, all these cars are phenomenal, but we've got to review each and every one of them one by one to make sure that the clients know exactly what they're getting into when they buy a vehicle like this. A lot of SL drivers, let me go back into comfort so you can hear what I'm saying, because I can barely hear myself think with in Sport Plus or race mode. A lot of, what was I saying? A lot of AMG drivers, they don't actually need the power, but they feel good knowing that it has a specific amount of torque or horsepower because of the performance of the vehicle. So some people will actually track the vehicle, and being an AMG car, every year you do want the performance numbers to be better and better. You do want to feel like it has an increase in performance, and you don't want to buy the same old thing. Where I was going with that, my train of thought is starting to come back. Where I was going with that originally was a lot of SL clients are in a vehicle that has a performance engine in a 6-cylinder or an 8, but it wasn't as performance based in the previous design. It was more of a sleeper car. It was a very smooth driving, pretty quiet unless you put your foot all the way down vehicle. Great to go around, commute to work, take it out to get ice cream, drive it in the evening, but it wasn't necessarily a vehicle that you would, take it on the track or put it into a race mode per se. So that's the biggest difference I find with the new SL, where the price point has substantially gone up, but that's because you're getting a lot more performance in a vehicle that really does two things a lot better than the previous one. The previous one was more, of a casual driver, in my opinion. You could get a full SL63, which would give you a quad exhaust, a loud performance, throaty AMG that, arguably could have been louder than the new design, but the performance of the car and keeping it on a track was not the same at all. So this is what you're getting into when you get into an SL63 or a 55. I'd say a 55, competes very well with the previous design 63, and that's saying a lot because that's one of the, kind of held back V8 engines that Mercedes made in the past. It's a great driving car. Again, looking at the inside, you get the exact same upholstery, so you can still get the all black leather like this is. You can get the sage gray, which is more of a green interior. You can get the sienna brown interior in this. And I believe you can also still get the white, which is a beautiful looking white, but it is like paper white in this vehicle as well. In the infotainment system, you're getting the exact same infotainment system as the 63 has and some of our other models, so you still have the nice prominent display down the center. Tons of cool things in here. You have the track pace. It's going to tell me don't try this on the road because I'm on a public road for your safety. There's a drag race in here. Obviously, that's self-explanatory. I won't do that on a public road either. But then you also have your AMG menu. So if I go into the AMG menu here, you've got all your vehicle, your consumption information, your engine information, all at the touch of a spot on the screen. And you also have this cool IWC watch, which I love to see. But the thing I just learned about this watch is it's not just for the time, but you can actually use this as a stopwatch. So if you hit start and stop here, it'll actually start timing your lap or just where your drive is, and you can hit reset really easily. So it's kind of like the old school IWC watches where you'd have two gentlemen standing on the side of the track timing you with an IWC watch. Now you have that physically built into the car. Really, really great infotainment system. And yeah, I mean, full Napa steering wheel with all my controls here. Everything is still on the actual steering wheel and on the screen in front of me and to the side of me. So everything else on the inside of the car is the same. I've got my heated seats, I've got my cooling seats, I've got my air scarf, which I haven't mentioned in a little while, but that blows nice warm air around your neck. So you can drive this actually into the cooler fall days around, when it's a little bit chillier without a coat on, which I really like because this is actually the type of weather I don't love to drive my convertible in. I don't like direct sunlight bouncing off my forehead, which you're all getting the glory of seeing right now. So I like driving it in the evening time, but again, it could be chilly. So I like driving with the windows down, with the air scarf on. It's a really, really good feeling, and that's my favorite type of place to drive, or time to drive a convertible in general. This is a beautiful car. I mentioned on the GT video that just came out that, you know, you have kind of the advanced ambient light in this vehicle as well. So you get it throughout the doors and throughout the center console and dash, but you also get the little lights in the ventilation system, which is not on very many cars anymore. They've, you know, removed it from a few different cars. So you do get that on the SL, which is a nice little feature too. Got my traffic light view on right now. Let me see what the 0 to 60 will give me off of this light. I might not have a chance to go again, so let's try it here and see. Don't try this at home. I am a professional driver, so let's see what we got here. Ooh, wow. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I don't feel the same level of torque as I do in the 63. However, as you probably just saw from my face, I don't know where you would need that extra torque, because that's all you really need. Wow. But 100 horsepower less, and even less torque than the 63. It's amazing what you can do with just a tune, because realistically, it's all tune. The V8 is still the same size engine, handcrafted as well, so it's all tune. I really hope that you guys heard this okay, because I just realized having the roof down does give me a little bit of wind. Having all the windows up, though, really does cut the wind down quite a bit. I don't really feel it blowing around here. I do get a nice little breeze up top, but I don't have that, you know, blowing around in here like crazy. With the windows down, you do get that. But hopefully this was a good review. I would say I'm team SL55 all day long. Save the $40,000, buy yourself a beautiful IWC watch, and pocket some extra cash to drive around your beautiful new SL55 and get some ice cream and drive it around and enjoy it. For more information, get in touch with me. I have this one available. We have 2 more available incoming, and we're still taking custom orders. So that's for the SL55 AMG, fully available. Get in touch with me, Patrick. I'm your AMG specialist. I'm your Mercedes-Benz globally certified specialist. And, you know, if you have any questions about the car and you're not even in the market, I am happy to answer them. People have been reaching out with different types of questions for specific models that I've answered, and saying, hey, you didn't touch on this car yet, but I heard that this car is coming to Canada and still in Germany. Do you have pricing information? Do you have performance information? The answer normally is yes. So get in touch with all your questions, and I'm back at the dealership. So until next time, thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.